Well, I've just got back to my house, and boy have I got some bloody cleaning up to do. Right, this is Future Womble interrupting this video for a very important announcement. The Vanlife and Overlander, I am going. It's the date is up on the screen now, and as you can see, I'm back there, and I am at Mel's workshop, and Mel's van is over there. But anyway, this is an interruption because I am altering the van because the kids came with me to the Overland, to the Stratford show, which I put up last, and the seats weren't very comfortable. They weren't proper seats. I shouldn't have taken them really, but they're safe enough. They've got the proper minibus seat belts in them, right? But it was uncomfortable because they were sideways facing. Right, so this is because I've turned around and I've bought the proper seats to go back in, and I've drilled them through the floor. They're bolted to the minibus seats. So this is why I'm fitting the seats to the van now, because the grandkids, they want to come with me more often. They absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to carry on and show you. I'll give you more on the show in a while, because I've not moved anywhere for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I want to take that seat out so I can slide. I've got to take the box off the heater because I've got to modify that, because I want to slide the double seat over up against the wall. It's going to cut, I've worked it out, it's going to cut me down to about 16 inches between the seats and the kitchen unit, which is quite doable because I am thin. So that's got to go. Got to move that over, and then I got to make a unit to go back in its place. There you go. See, I've absolutely had to cram all my clothes in onto the top shelf. I've got a pile of them in the far corner of the bed, which I've been working around. So I'm hoping that'll save me a lot of space. Yeah, because even if I use the microwave now, you can't really see it because it's black and it's got a silver door. I got to keep taking my knicker drawer and my sock drawer out, put it on there. So right, yeah, I've got such a lot of cleaning up before I can do it. So there we go. Right, 2 minutes in, we've already got the front off. I'm going to cut it down through there, but I don't know what length yet. Disconnected that because that cigarette lighter is connected to the van battery. This cigarette lighter is connected to the leisure battery, right? And this meter is off the van battery, so I can always tell what the van battery's got from inside the rear of the van, which I don't need to because I've got two Bluetooth meters on the two front van batteries on an app. So but yeah, so I've got to disconnect my central heating. That one comes out the front. I've insulated those a long time ago. I've got to take all that boxing off the back, and I've got to undo these screws that holds the bench in, and then it's out. Modular. That's the seat. Hold up a bloody house, that. And there's me ducting. I've cleared all that out and got that somewhere near. There's the old gas pipe, which is disconnected this end and the other end. I never ever did draw it back out, but that goes down through the floor there. I thought, well, if I leave it in there, it'll stop Mr. Mousy Squeaky thing coming back up. I've left that open because that's my seatbelt mount. So there's the gas drop out. So now is all I've got to do is just take that batten off the wall. I've had to peel my carpet up a little bit because I carpeted after I put the unit in. So just got to remove that batten which used to support the back, remove that which used to support the thing, and I can unplug this right out and start again from scratch. So once that's out, and the bracket off the floor, which stopped anybody kicking that in, once that's out, then I can dry fit the new seat. Yep, it's future me again. I'm interrupting this video for a very important announcement. The Vanlife and Overland show, the 26th to the 28th of July, so it's not far off, it's the end of this month. I'll put it up on screen now to show you the dates and where to book and how to book, and there is a discount code which will also be across underneath. So if you want to get tickets, I think there's a few left. It's all open, and over camping starts from just under 80. Well, I think it is £80. So if you want to, I shall be going, and so will quite a few others, at the Newbury Showground. So hope to see you there. Carry on with the rest of it. Right, I forgot to film. I've been to the builders merchants. I cut the ply down to the right size at the merchants, because I got the license, because I can still work at my builders merchants if I need to, which I don't want to. So I've cut that. As for the heating duct, this is the back wall. I've scribed it to the wall, cut both of them. There's two pieces there. If I slide that across, there you go, there's two pieces there, the two ends of the unit. And there's a shelf and another shelf. I have made one hell of a mess out here, but anyway, well, hour and a half, yeah. I've cut and screwed all together. It's not glued yet. I will unscrew it all and screw it all and glue it all back together with the screws, but I just wanted to make it. I'm not going to bother doing the fridge, because it looks like the fridge is going to take up the entire floor, so I'm not worried over that. Microwave was the important thing, just as I can get my wardrobe back. So cut the holes out for the ducting, for the heating. Let me just get a sheet of plywood. I've got a sheet of plywood, and it's going to go into that slot like that, and it's going to slide out as though I've got a work surface in the aisle. It won't squeak like that when I slide it away. It'll come flush with the front. Right, and now you say, oh, look at that gap. It's not a gap, because I haven't been to fetch it yet, but I've got trim to go around the outside, which will go like that. Right, so then it'll fit inside there just lovely. So if I turn it on its other end, and there, if I slide it up in there, you can see what it'll be. It'll be like that. So that'll take up the entire space. So there's less rubbing underneath. It'll only run on the two rails that are in there. It'll only run outwards on those two, and the center rail, it will stop it tipping up, so you can put as much force, because it'll be 1, 2, 3, that'll stop it tipping down. It won't come out as far as that. So that's how that's going to finish. But as I say, I mean, I've only had half a day to build this. Most of it was taken up going up to the builders merchants and waiting my turn to be able to use the bloody saw. So anyway, that's what that'll be like. I mean, it'll be a decent piece of ply, it won't be this, In fact, it'll be the same colour as the unit doors. I'll show you what I've got of that. It'll be this redwood. There's one piece and there's another piece there, but that one's a little bit like a banana. Touching at the top, 2 inches in the middle, and touching at the bottom. So he ain't happening. This one is bowed, but it's not that big a bow. But there, I'll be using that, and it'll get varnished. I've got to find the varnish first. But as I said, I'm not bothered at the moment. Yeah. So I'm just going to put it in the van now, just as though I can go back out, and I'll finish it off either on the road, or I'll finish it off when I come home, when I finish my travels. September, I expect. It's a long, long way away. When you stop and think about it, it's not. Right, the van looks as if a bomb has hit it. That is fixed in absolutely solid now. I'm going to make a little shelf to go down there, a glove box type thing, because I couldn't move it all the way over because I had to keep that clearance for the heater, so I had to do that there. Anyway, right now I've already scribed that wall, and I'm going to take the headrests off, so I haven't got to lift the unit so high, and I'm going to take the headrests off and I'm going to drop it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's in. One moment, please. Right, that's the headrests off, and that's now the dry fit. And I didn't even, all my measurements were to leave this trim on, right, because I will cut it off there when the worktop goes on. But it's not a bad fit, it just wants pulling in now, because it is square, because I used proper squaring clamps, and it's just that I didn't finish the carpet up to there now, so no. But I've got a whole roll of this grey carpet up in the loft, just so I'm too idle to go up and get it. It's take too long now. I mean, I can cope with that. The cosmetic looks like that don't worry me until it's time to come and for me to refit this, because I mean you can see the colour of it from walking in and out all the time. That's only 1.5 seasons that I've done that. So, but anyway, I've got that through to there. But that's the socket and the heater and everything that's got to go up the front. The heater will now come out underneath the plinth down there. It'll come down there because there's a T-piece at the back. It'll come across, and there'll be another one here blowing forwards under the seat. I might even cut it as though it goes up the middle of the van into the front of the van, because that'd be a good idea, because you heat that. That's the coldest part of the van, is glass in the glass. This is all double glazed in the back. If I put a vent there and blow straight into there, then I think that'll be absolutely ideal. Microwave's in, as I said. The kettle will go away because that's just sat there. That's held on with a bit of Velcro back to the rack and stuck in the corner. I've temporarily screwed the socket there so I can still use the air fryer and that over this side. That's the microwave. That's the air fryer. I'll have the kettle thing here as well. Microwave is up and running. I'm just using that as storage at the moment until I can move the fridge over to there. I haven't got time now. See, I've only had half a day really. By the time I'd done the daughter's groceries and everything this morning, I did, when I got back lunchtime yesterday, it did give me a chance to clear everything out. I did clear it all up in that afternoon, but I had a very early afternoon and evening to go to bed. I'll get a shower and whatever. Yeah, second one this year. So that's it. As far as I'm concerned, I have virtually done everything now that I can now. I've just got, you know, the odds and sods to do, you know, like the frame will get painted, the end will get carpeted. I got to make a new top, because I haven't got any edging bead. The edging bead for the slide out, which will be exactly the same as that, but a little bit bigger. Well, I say a whole width, 500 mil wider. But that works, suits me fine, that one does. This is a little bit narrower than I wanted. I do have to turn sideways to go through. But I've finished all that box. The diesel heater's in there. My shoe shop is in there. There's all my desert wellies in there. As you see, the seats are done. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Right. This is the following morning now. This is now Friday morning. It's 6 o'clock AM. Yes, there is 2 of those in one day. And I've as good as finished what I had to do. Table's back in. I'm not liking it because that, when I go to get in, is a little bit narrow. So that's as far forward as it'll go. So as far back as I dared ever go with the seats. The unit's in. I've temporarily packed all my odds and sods. The table, when that's folded away, will go up in there. Deep fat air fryer over there. I've put a piece of Velcro, so that holds that in, stops that sliding around. It's on rubber feet. It's never, when it was over in that corner, it never slid around. I think the kettle's going to move. So I'm just about to start to pack the van out because I'm back off again, leaving here about 8:05. So yeah, that's what it's like from the rear. Let's go right back. A little bit upset that I can get through. It is I do touch both sides as I go through. I can still get through when this is up. So, you know, it makes it as if, you know. But there again, I am the plumpest person going to go through there. Bloody raining as normal, just because I'm going back off again. So there, that's all that done. As I said, it'll be a winter project to move the fridge out of there into that cupboard, because it'll be on a complete drawer front. When it slides out, it'll come out quite a way, and then I should be able to lift the lid. I've got my wardrobe back, so I can drop some of that stuff down into there. What else was there? Well, basically that's it. That is it. Right. That's the end of it. Well, the best thing is, right, I had a thought and I put it onto paper. I knew what I was doing before I ever started the job. If you don't know what you're doing before you start the job, then you're just winging it and it's going to take bloody ages. That took me half a day to make, fit, and empty everything out, build it, take all the seats out, build it, even going a whole day, including going to the builders to get it cut. And I mean, obviously I made the frame. So, you know, put it down on paper and you know what you're going for. If you haven't got what you're going for, you'll be there for bloody ages. Right, that'll do me.